Hey, you see the foot? See how I can put my foot? That's for all you big back dudes. Like, you can't put your foot up here. I can though. I can stretch my foot behind my neck. Nah, I can't do all that, but I can definitely stretch it up. You know what I'm saying? I know some of you big backs don't have it. Anyways, so I'm just joking with y'all. I know y'all be taking things too personal, but we about to react to Robert Kiyosaki, the biggest lie about money they don't want you to know. This was 12 days ago. I'm gonna react to some more money content because I know some of y'all is broke and I just want to like rub it in y'all face that y'all ain't got no money. But no, in all seriousness, I just kind of want y'all to like kind of like learn a little bit about money too. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna come to my channel, it's gonna be a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? We're not just gonna react to political content. We're gonna react to gender war. We're gonna react to all that stuff, man. That's the type of person I am. And Mama Bear gonna fact check. Hey, don't you give me that on camera. Hey, when the camera's off, I do not wag my finger at her, but while the camera's on, I'm wagging my finger at her because she needs to know. My baby is Haitian, so I'm telling you, I don't play with no Haitian. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, help! Haitians, they fight. But anyways, we're gonna hop right into the reaction. It's only 12 minutes. Let's get it. Let's go. Actually, I didn't even start the damn. My bad, y'all. Here we go. Okay. Boom. Boom.
Hello, Robert Kiyosaki. I'm going to go
Hello.
over Rich Dad 101. Why the rich are getting richer and the poor middle class are getting poorer.
Why is it,
One
man?
of the main reasons, if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, this is trash. This is the money and the people.
He's holding, babe, you can't see it, but he's holding up cash. You want me to put the camera on so you can see it, but he's holding up cash, basically. You want to see him?
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll turn it to you. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was just holding up cash, but I just wanted to let her know because she didn't see y'all. But what?
People that work for this go broke. They're the poorest people on earth. They spend their whole life chasing these things. What Rich Dad's about is this is called cash flow. So the trick is, how do you not work for this, but get lots of cash flow or income? This is trash. This is paper. The trick is that it's 1964 I started studying.
I ain't gonna lie, bet you won't throw that away though. Bet you won't throw it out the window. He said that's trash, that's paper. That means something. Now I get what he's going from though. I get where he's going, but like I actually don't fully get where he's going. So let's see where he's going.
Money. I just don't trust my government. That's the main reason. But in 1971, Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard, and I was in Vietnam when he was flying for the U.S. Marine Corps at the time. And I realized my government was screwing us. This is trash because I don't care if it's dollar, yen, euro, pesos, yuan. It's fake money. And the poorest people on earth always are going after this stuff versus cash flow. And that's all Rich Dad Poor Dad is about, is how do you get cash flowing in more and more and more.
Tax Act doesn't expect you to have all the answers. That's why we've got experts on hand who do. Well, the answers to
Yeah,
tax
it won't let
stuff.
me skip it.
Not like if aliens are real,
Oh.
or how to get washboard abs. Tax Act. Let's get them over with.
I mean, it's crazy to think about it. Like, it used to cost millions to advertise on TV, and now because...
So like this morning, my dear friend Ken McElroy calls up and he says, I need 100,000 done. Do I have $100,000 on hand? No. But I know how to get it. That's where it starts. Number one is what happens to most people is they say, I can't afford it. You can be highly educated and still say, I can't afford it. My poor dad said it all the time. I can't afford it. You got me the money. So that's where it all starts.
I ain't gonna lie, that's true. Cause like I was supposed to buy my baby something for Valentine's Day, and my dumb ass paid all my. Like, I pay all my bills either at the beginning of the month or on the 15th, around like that time, like around the 15th or the 14th or 13th, however the weeks fall, right? And like, so I had more than enough. I just overpaid on my bills, so I couldn't get her something for Valentine's Day, right? And I kept saying like I couldn't afford it, but I could, like when I think about it, like I could have like probably, you know, got a little bit of a loan, paid the loan back real quick and got something out for her or something like that. But he's right. You should always think that you can go get the money because you can. Back when I had vending machines, I found a way to get the money. You know what I mean? Like, you find ways to get what you got to get in life. So, definitely. Even like with this, like, to get this laptop, I found a way to get the money to get the laptop. You know, found a way to get the money for the lights. You always find a way. Like, and YouTube pays you. So, he's right. Like, you should never say you can't get something. You should never say that. That's true. What you think, babe?
I agree, because our tongue is, is literally a spell. So
Yeah.
I agree.
For sure, for sure. What we speak is what you bring into existence. Negative mouth people always keep them at a distance. I should be a rapper. All right, let's go.
And then the second thing is then they don't get educated. My poor dad had a PhD, which stands for poor, helpless, and desperate. In education,
PhD means poor, helpless, and desperate. Oh, he's crapping on people right now, but I kind of like it though. I kind of like this guy. I don't know why, babe. I like this Asian dude. I know him though. I've read his book. I've just never watched any interviews on this guy. So I think I should dive into this guy when it comes to money, because I love the conversations of money. We could talk money all day. You know what I'm saying? Because I want that high rise in the sky. You know what I'm saying? I want that nice car that I can drive. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a car right now, but I want a better car because I just want it. You know what I'm saying? I want it for me, not to impress y'all. Fuck y'all. It's me. Anyway, let's go.
anything about money. Whereas my rich dad, my best friend's father, taught his son and me about money playing Monopoly. And that's education. The word education comes from the words educe.
Educe.
To draw out. When I played Monopoly as a kid, it drew out the rich person in me. Whereas I went to school, and what they pounded in me was the poor person. You got to get a job. You got to get a job. You got to work for money. You got to save money. And you got to invest in the stock market and all this stuff. That's why people are poor. They listen to poor people. So those are some of the basic fundamentals. But let me say it again. This is trash. All over the world in 1971, this became trash. And the trick with Rich Dad, Poor Dad was how do you get cash flow or income? So as I started off to say, Kenny calls up, he needs $100,000. Otherwise, I can't invest with him. I don't have $100,000 sitting around, but I know how to get it. That's the difference. I never say I can't afford it, because that's what poor people say. You want to be poor? Just keep saying, just be my poor dad. Another thing I want to talk about today is the price of gold is going up, price of Bitcoin's going up. It's not that gold's going up, it's this is coming down. So people look at all excited about Bitcoin and all this. I have a lot of Bitcoin, not that many, but probably 100. But it's enough. But it keeps going up because Bitcoin was designed to keep going up, where this trash was designed to keep coming down. So that's why there's only 21 million Bitcoin. They mine it, it gets scarcer and scarcer and scarcer. Whereas this here, there's more and more and more and more of it. When the economy gets bad, they print more of this stuff. Again, the poor middle class work for this stuff. That's why they're poor and struggling. What you want is something that goes up in value, not down. So I love Bitcoin because of its design. It was designed to keep going up even as this was going down. The other thing I want to talk about is this. You've got to have what's called a foundation. I talked to poor people. I said, how many Bitcoin have you got? How many ounces of gold do you have? None. How many ounces of silver? None. How much cash? I got a lot in savings. That's how stupid people are. This is trash. The more you hang on to this stuff here, the more it deteriorates in value. So the lesson...
Okay, he's telling us this, but here's the thing. This is why you got to be careful with people like this too, right? He's trying to tell you to invest in Bitcoin, which you should. You should absolutely invest in Bitcoin, gold, silver, all these things that appreciate in value. You definitely should invest in. What he's not telling you is that money that you have in your savings, well, he is telling you that. Well, no, what I'm saying is, he's not telling you that the money you have in your savings, if you don't have a game plan with that, with doing that, with buying that kind of stuff and getting assets that appreciate in value, you need to have some kind of savings in your account to save yourself from a rainy day. Me and Babe, we look at a $10,000 mark. $10,000 is where we're going to sit at, right? When we get lower than $10,000, we're poor. So keep $10,000 in our account for anything that happens on a rainy day. Everyone should do that. I recommend you have $1,000 in your account for any kind of rainy day. Or $1,000 is still good. But to just say that saving is trash, that's kind of triggering to say for people who have no intention to actually own assets and build people only want to pay for liabilities. They only want to have a house. They only want to have a car. They only want to have things that are good for their family. I think that's wrong for him to say. What you think, babe?
I agree.
Yeah. But I get where he's going with this, right? Who Robert Kiyosaki is actually talking to is me and my girl, because we're focused on building businesses. So it would be stupid for us to consistently save money and put it towards nothing. We want to build, you know, like she wants to do esthetician work. So eventually she's gonna get to a point where she owns her own shop and not have to work there anymore. Same thing goes for me. Like I want to build this YouTube the furthest I can. I want to go back to probably doing the vending machines at a certain point, as long as I can pay somebody to do it for me. Whatever it takes to build money and success. He's talking to us. So saving money would be dumb for us. But for anybody else who like just wants a regular life and a regular family, there's nothing wrong with saving money. It's actually the smart route to go. Dave Ramsey is the smart route to go for people who just want a simple life, basically. And I don't think he's talking to people with a simple life, though. He's talking to the big investors, like me and Bay. And whoever's watching this, too, probably.
My rich dad taught me, it's like, you know, here we are.
Well, let me take it back. Half of who's watching this. Let's say that.
This house here, the floor is concrete. If it was wood, it wouldn't be as stable. So that's why I don't save this. I save gold, silver, Bitcoin. I own gold mines, silver mines. I want stuff that's real. I invest in cattle, because cattle are real. I own real estate. And poor people invest in this, and stocks and bonds and ETFs. Fucking losers. Just losers. Maybe invest in stuff they print. You gotta be kidding me. So you read my book, Fake, on this stuff. The price of Bitcoin isn't going up, or gold's not going up. This is coming down. And that's why savers are losers. The next thing I want to talk to you about is about the elections. You know, this thing about free elections. That's the biggest bunch of crap I've ever heard of. There's no such thing as free elections. You know, here's a picture of my friend here, Donald Trump. He's now president.
Oh, God. Listen, I like Donald Trump as a businessman, I do. So, but he's about to go to politics. I want you guys to pay close attention to what he's about to say. And what he's about to say is about to tell you the Republicans are for the wealthy. The Democrats are for the poor. You can argue with that in the comment section all you want, but he's about to prove it. He is about to prove it. He just called all you savers stupid. He's about to prove it. But I like him, though. I like this guy. I really do. I like this guy. I really like how he is. But just keep in mind, he called all average people that do average things with their money stupid. And he's cool with Donald Trump. I just think that. Nah, I think that's a little weird. Just a little weird. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. But it's okay.
No. And if you may notice here, on his right ear, was a patch. That's where the bullet hit him. But he and I were in Milwaukee, Wisconsin last year, and we're talking about what it's like to have bullets go past your head. Because when I was in Vietnam, bullets were flying past me all the time. And the helicopter goes zip, 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 zip. You can hear it coming at you.
Stop. Don't get a HELOC until you know about HEI. HELOCs are loans. You borrow, pay.
But you still keep flying. This is Bobby Kennedy Jr., and his father was Robert Kennedy, his uncle was John Kennedy, and they both got assassinated. That's what I'm kind of concerned about my friend Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's a very brave man. If you mess with these guys with the money, they kill you. It's called the deep state. They will kill you. Most of them are bureaucrats, most of them criminals. But the thing I love
there's a person around us that said that he thinks that that's gonna happen to Donald Trump too. I hope that don't happen, man. I really hope that don't. But you know, he's right. When you mess with people's money, that's when things happen. And the stock market has dropped $1 trillion right now. It's dropped, I think, $1.2 trillion, and maybe dropped more since the point of this recording. But babe, what you thinking?
I'm listening.
Oh, you're just listening? Okay. Like when you want to throw something in, just tell me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, babe on y'all side, so I don't care. I ain't gonna argue with her. I'm gonna argue with y'all. Just playing.
about this picture here with Bobby Kennedy Jr. was a communist. His name is Bernie Sanders. He's a senator from Vermont. So they're trying to confirm.
Bernie Sanders, I'm not letting it go. Bernie Sanders is not a communist. He's a democratic socialist. He's a democratic socialist, and no. We got to get that right, man, because there's a big difference. Communism is completely the government being involved in everything. Well, technically, never mind. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's keep going.
Bobby Kennedy, former Secretary of Health, and Bernie Sanders, the senator, a Democrat. He attacks Bobby Kennedy, who used to be a Democrat. And Bobby Kennedy said to Bernie Sanders, he says, well, how much money do you take from Big Pharma? Kennedy knows the game. There's no such thing as a fair and free election. It's how much money have you got? If you're poor, you're fucked. You got no votes on there, so you may as well just get rich. When he was talking about how much it costs, this is February 2025. The dates are important. Trump's in office. I like what he's doing. Good friend of mine. We wrote 2 books together, Why You Want to Be Rich and Midas Touch. Very good man, very brave man. But the problem is right now, his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is to become Secretary of State cost $100 million. You've got to pay. If you want to be Secretary of Education, it's going to cost probably $50 million. Secretary of Defense, guy X says, probably $100 million. I have no proof of all this, but I know the game because my poor dad ran for office, and once I saw how politics is run, it has nothing to do with the election. It's how much money can you raise. The Cuban Americans hate Castro, so they probably raised a lot of money for Cuban to be Secretary of State of the United States. So now he's in Panama. I suspect it costs $100 million. So all these guys are running to Mar-a-Lago right now, where I've been with my friend Donald Trump, and they're all coming with money. Because it is how much money have you got if you want to play the game of politics. There's no such thing as a free election.
You hear that, babe? So we got to pay to play. So that means we have to get rich now. If I actually want to run for office, we have to get rich. That's cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll pay to play to help you. All y'all in the comment section are going to talk crap about me. How much y'all hate me. I'm fighting for y'all. The Appalachian white people that don't have any money in their country, in their area, I'm fighting for y'all. Vote for Cam. Because a vote for me will change this whole country. I'll build back our relationships with our allies. I'll do all that, man. I'm going to let Donald Trump crash everything right now. And then I'm going to build us up. But you got to pay to play. I believe that.
So every time you see these politicians out there, how do they enter office poor but leave rich? Insider trading, if a tip from Apple, is illegal from us to invest. But a politician can take insider trading. So this whole game is the reason politics, people want to be politicians, is because that's how you get rich. There's no such thing as a free and fair election. If you don't have money, you don't get to vote. Your vote does nothing. And that's what I learned with my rich dad, was my best friend's father, and my poor dad, who ran for lieutenant governor. My rich dad said to me, your poor dad will never be successful as a politician because he's honest. You cannot be an honest politician. But this is my friend Donald Trump here. He knows the game. I'm going to show you how it applies to everything else in the world. So if
babe, and everybody who's watching this, I want you to keep in mind, he just said you cannot be an honest politician. And Donald Trump knows the game. He's kind of exposing something right now. He really is. If you really think about it, he's really exposing something right now.
If you just buy one Bitcoin, let's say for 10,000 of Satoshi or something, and you leave it there for 10 years, you'll be rich. Because Bitcoin is designed to go up, and you get richer and richer and richer. You save 10,000 of this, you get poorer and poorer and poorer. But that's why I said a rich dad, poor dad, savers or losers. Poor middle class will never get ahead because our schools are taught by communists. Most school teachers are Marxists. You know, they believe in labor unions, they believe in taxation and all this stuff. So you've got to be careful, you know, what you put inside your head, your education. And know to have lots of this coming in, you have to know you can't save it.
The average team spends 50% of their time doing work about work. That's a lot of dollars.
You cannot save it because this is trash. I don't care if it's dollars, euro, yen, pesos, whatever. The savers are the losers of the world. Well, from here we'll go and I'll show you how campaign donations make a big difference in how much money you get. Because if you don't pay, you don't play. This is trash. But the object, the people who are broke are people who work, save this stuff. And always remember, the price of gold is not going up. What's going up? Debt is going up. So there's people who are saving gold and silver and Bitcoin. Smart. What you want to do is not save this garbage here. This is trash. I started buying silver and gold when I was a kid. Now I own gold mines, silver mines, and tons of Bitcoin. I have a foundation. The average person has no foundation because they're working on this stuff here. They save this garbage. And the dollar was designed to lose value while Bitcoin is designed to increase in value. You can know those two differences. Again, there's a thing called Gresham's Law. Gresham's Law says when bad money enters the system, good money goes into hiding. Gold and silver and Bitcoin went into hiding. Real money. Don't be stupid. Build a foundation of gold, silver, and Bitcoin and get richer and richer. Watch in this corner here. Look at the buildings. You can look at that building there and that building there. And then that building behind me. What do you see that's different? 2 are 3-story. 1 is 4 stories. That's how much it's worth. Same as this building here. What's that 4th story worth? Millions. Millions. So how did that happen? Campaign contributions. So if you understand that, you'll understand why the rich get richer all the time, because they understand the game of money. And so once again, this is trash. So this building back here, guess how much I have into it? 0.
Wow.
Because this started off here as an old sports club. It was only like $3 million when I bought it years ago. I put $100,000 down on it, $5,000 a month, something like that. It wasn't very much. They took the sports club down because of my campaign contributions. I got it zoned for 4 stories, not 3. What is that 4th story worth? That building there puts $100,000 a month in my pocket.
Wow.
It's only $1.2 million a year, but I'm doing those deals once a year. It's going bank-to-bank transfers. I have no money into this deal. It advertised. Somebody bought it from me. They rent the land for $100,000 a month, and I get this money here. This here is trash. What you want is cash flow. I'm always taking trash and investing for cash flow. 1971, Nixon talked $1 off gold standard. This became debt. United States debt is at all-time highs. I think it's what, $36 trillion. This is February 2025. We're bankrupt. So don't save this trash here, but start buying real assets like gold, silver, Bitcoin, real estate, cattle, oil well. Don't be stupid. You remember I said artificial intelligence? It's a college degree.
Why are you not investing?
Uh-oh. Oops. Oh, man. What did I just do? Hold on. My bad. It jumped over a little bit, but we're good. Let's go ahead and exit there. The ending was kind of a bit weird, but all right. So what you think, babe? I'm curious.
But they put me in this.
Okay, so I'll kill it off. I definitely like I read Robert Kiyosaki's book years ago, and it was I want to say what, I'm 31 now, so I would say maybe like 10 years ago. That was the 4th book I read next to the 4th. I kept in mind all the first 10 books I read. The first 10 books, the first one was the 48 Laws of Power. The second one was How to Win Friends and Influence People. And the third one was Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it did change my perception on how to view money. But I agree with him. He's 1,000% right. That's I mean, if you're gonna, you have to buy assets. Assets is what the rich do. They buy assets to pay for their luxuries. So, all right, I'm out, y'all. I'm out. Hopefully this video gets a lot of attention. Hopefully y'all didn't get too offended by me or by Robert Kiyosaki, but you know, whatever. And your phone's dying, babe. Peace.